Youth homelessness is a serious crisis nationwide and in our community. And this is a training video focused on unaccompanied youth experiencing homelessness in a school setting. In the Clark County School District, there are thousands of young people experiencing homelessness right now in this moment. And it's important that we sit down and take the time to learn more about why the issue of youth homelessness is happening. What are some of the signs that we can look for in the school setting to identify and make sure that we can connect them with the resources they need to be academically successful?
Youth homelessness is a crisis nationwide and in our community. According to the largest national youth homelessness study ever conducted in the United States, 4.2 million youth and young adults ages 13 to 25 experience some form of homelessness unaccompanied by a parent or guardian over the course of a year. Over the years, Southern Nevada has had one of the worst youth homelessness rates in the country. The exact numbers fluctuate each year due to a variety of factors, but we know that every single night in our community, hundreds to over 1,000 unaccompanied young people are living on the streets or in places not meant for human habitation or in homeless crisis housing. Depending on the year, 10,000 to 15,000 students enrolled in Clark County schools are identified as experiencing homelessness by the Clark County School District each year. So who is experiencing youth homelessness and why? When we're talking about students experiencing homelessness, we're talking about individuals who lack a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence. This includes students who are living on the streets, in cars, or in other places not meant for human habitation, students staying in homeless shelters or transitional housing, and also students who are staying on friends' couches or couch surfing, living in temporary shared housing arrangements or doubled up, and staying in daily weekly motels, anywhere that the student can't count on as a fixed, regular, and adequate place to sleep at night. Youth can experience homelessness with their families or caregivers or on their own, separated from their guardians. This is called unaccompanied youth homelessness. So why are so many young people experiencing youth homelessness nationwide and in our community? There are many causes that can lead to youth experiencing homelessness, including severe family breakdown, youth running away from abuse and neglect, being kicked out by their families, falling through the cracks of the child welfare system, deaths in the family that leave them with nowhere to turn, and many additional economic, social, cultural, and other factors that can lead to young people being left without a place to call home. Youth homelessness is dangerous, both for the individual youth experiencing it and for our entire community. Youth experiencing homelessness are more likely than their peers to experience victimization, to drop out of high school, to be lured into gang involvement, to experience unwanted pregnancies, to abuse substances, and to become tomorrow's homeless adults. Youth homelessness also costs our community millions of dollars in unnecessary costs, including increased incarceration rates, physical, mental, and behavioral health care, public assistance, and adult homelessness services, while losing out on millions or billions of dollars of these youth's potential positive economic impact they would create through employment income and tax revenue. Students often struggle with meeting basic needs, and this is why schools are such an important lifeline. Food insecurity, inadequate sleep, lack of clothing and hygiene supplies, lack of access to medical care, housing insecurity. Not having these basic needs met can prevent homeless students from being able to focus in the classroom, negatively impacting both their academic performance and their classroom behavior. Not having these basic needs met can prevent homeless students from being able to focus in the classroom, negatively impacting both their academic performance and their classroom behavior.
Schools are a lifeline for young people experiencing homelessness because for them, it's a shelter. It's a place where they can get food. It's the only place where they might have air conditioning. It's the only place where they might see the same people over and over. Because for young people experiencing homelessness, their life is chaos. They may not be living in the same place week to week. They may not know where they're going to be in the next couple days. So for them, schools are often the only reliable place that they can go on a daily basis. And that is the whole goal, is to ensure that these young people are connected to resources so they can achieve academic success, because that is proven over and over as the #1 indicator for success in their life later on is having academic success. And that is why schools are such an important part of the solution in fighting against youth homelessness in our community.
Teachers and school staff have a unique vantage point of observing and responding to students' needs. By better understanding the root causes of a student's behavior, appearance, or performance, you can avoid the classic pitfall of just labeling them a problem child. So what are some key youth homelessness indicators that you should be looking out for? Lingering around school until closing time. Avoiding questions related to their current address. Exhibiting anger or embarrassment when asked about their current address. Inconsistent grooming. Statements about staying with friends or relatives for a little while. Staying in motels or campgrounds or saying, "I don't have anywhere to go." Inability to contact their parents or pay fees. And wearing the same clothes for several days. These are some things to look out for that may indicate that a student is experiencing homelessness. Here are some tips and tricks for working with students experiencing homelessness. Create a safe environment when engaging in conversation. Be sincere and mindful during each interaction, respecting their boundaries and not forcing it. Leading with curiosity and care, and refraining from assumptions or bias regarding their situation. Asking open-ended questions and getting as much relevant information as you can to better support the youth and identify their needs. Allowing for flexibility in assignments and requirements that take into account different students' varying home situations. Working with individual students to address complications and needs that arise. Breaking down stereotypes about homelessness in your classroom to create a safe place for all students. Approach each situation with sensitivity. Understand that youth want to blend in and not stand out. And share this information only with other staff as necessary. What to do if you encounter a student experiencing homelessness.
Educators can connect students to the Title I Hope Office through their school staff. Then it's up to educators to be able to listen to students and to be aware of those changes that they're going through so that they can help and they know where to point students to the Title I Hope Office.
Title I Hope's main objective is to make sure that we are there to help students in homeless situations enroll in school and stay in school the best we can.
Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth partners with Title I Hope Office in many ways. First of all, we act as a resource for anything and everything about the issue of youth homelessness. Secondly, we provide resources to Title I Hope. We provide training not only to all the Title I Hope staff, but through Title I Hope to any school that wants to get more information about the issue of youth homelessness and how they can combat it in their schools. In addition to that, we work as a 24/7 partner with Title I to ensure that if a young person needs a particular type of resource that Title I can provide, that we can provide for that young person.
We are a youth-centered agency. We see every individual young person that we meet as an individual with their own unique strengths, their own unique interests, and we are here to help them identify their dreams and accomplish their dreams. Our services are comprehensive and holistic. We do anything and everything we can to end youth homelessness for each youth we encounter. We meet those immediate basic needs: food, hygiene, clothing, a safe place to stay, making sure that we can meet those immediate basic needs so that young people are in a good, safe environment. Their immediate needs are met, and then we work on establishing pathways to long-term independence and success.
If a young person is experiencing homelessness, they can call our Safe Place hotline. They can go on our website or they can call NPHY, and we will direct them to the nearest Safe Place site. The Safe Place site is either a Terrible Herbs gas station, a bus stop through our partnership with RTC, a City of Las Vegas Fire Department, or the City of Henderson Libraries, or Las Vegas Clark County Library District. And through that, we essentially have an entry point for young people at every corner.
We need advocates, we need champions, we need people to pick up the mantle of this issue and spread the word and get involved, because we cannot do this alone. The only way we're going to end youth homelessness is together, and we need each and every one of you to be a part of this work.